Welcome back. Yes, I'm back.
Yes, you're back.
And guess what? We're talking food now.
That's why she came back.
Yes. I love food. Good food. And this is all about good food. And First Bank is involved. First Bank is collaborating with Eventful, and they are committed to national development, and so they're supporting the country's agricultural value chain by hosting the Fiesta of Flavours, a food and beverage fiesta
Gathering
in Lagos. Yes, now it's my pleasure to welcome to the studio Mrs. Yewande Zacchaeus, the Chief Executive Officer over at Eventful. Good to have you with us. Then we have a chef in the studio, Chef Tia Alile.
Good morning.
Good morning, and she's the president of the Culinary Arts Practitioners Association of Nigeria. Thank you. Then we have two ladies from First Bank. Bridget Oyefeso Odusami is head sponsorship and events, as well as Abim Meshioye. Is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you very much. And she's stakeholder management over at First Bank. Thank you all very much for coming.
Thank you.
Now, this is an event of Eventful, and it's sponsored by First Bank. Now, CEO Eventful, Mrs. Zacchaeus, tell us about this food fair coming at this time, just before Christmas, when we're all thinking nothing but food.
Exactly. Well, last year we decided that it was time we began to create events of our own. As you know, we're an events planning and consulting company, and clearly food and beverage are, they're a part of what we do. And we felt it would be an opportunity to be able to showcase the amazing food and drinks vendors that we have in the country, doing so many things with Nigerian food, and just bring them all together in an atmosphere of fun, family, where people can come together, have a good time. People are always complaining there's nothing to do. So we had the first event last year, sponsored by First Bank, and we're back again, bigger and better this year, with another edition of Fiesta of Flavours, which really is just about the wonder of food and drink, and the magic family friends bring together, where we all come together. So really,
Especially when we're planning to eat.
Exactly. Lots of food.
Now, Bridget, First Bank, food. What made you decide to partner with Eventful for this event?
Okay. As you know, we're a financial services provider, and we will not obviously venture into spaces that are not our area of expertise. So when we see sponsorship properties that speak to a lot of aspirations, empowering certain segments of the market, we ensure that we plug into it. So Eventful has this property, and we believe because we support SMEs, and so really our involvement in food is to continue to empower SMEs. So Eventful on her own, she's a strong SME, and bringing also a large number of SMEs together who are doing food. We can't talk about food without talking about agric. Really, I know Mrs. Zacchaeus sometimes doesn't like to hear that, but the truth is, if you look through all of the vendors who are coming, everybody is doing something, from seeds to grains to finished products. Chef Tian is here. She mixes everything together, all the vegetables, and prepares a lovely meal. So she's also an SME in her own right, because she's also training and empowering other people to stand alone, do business for themselves. So that's why we're there. So really is to let people know that there are alternative sources of income. So don't keep waiting to tap into oil. You can do other things, So be creative, come out, stand alone. You can do so many things. And when you come out and see what other SMEs are doing at the Fiesta of Flavours event over the 2 days, you will realize that probably be challenged more of being challenged to say, I can go and do this as well. I never knew I could package this. I never knew I could, create this, and obviously everyone has a market. That's the truth.
So Chef Tian, you're tapping into oil, but another kind of oil.
Actually, last year other kinds of oil.
last year when we got together to do the first edition of the Fiesta of Flavours, we tagged it "Food is the New Oil."
Yeah.
Of course, the hospitality industry has grown in the last 5 to 10 years. It's become much more innovative. Service providers are becoming much more creative. And it's also grown in terms of culinary education as well, because you need to have people who are there to educate these people and teach them how to become much more innovative. So the Fiesta of Flavours has brought a bunch of people together on a particular network where you have the creative chefs, you have the food vendors, you have the drink vendors, you have fun. We're going to have children coming together, playing, doing cooking classes, baking classes. At Culinary Academy, we teach people how to do all these things, and we're going to be there at the fair, teaching kids how to cook, teaching adults how to cook as well at the fair. So having a fair that pulls everybody together, where they're doing all sorts of things. There's culinary education, there's hospitality, there's food, there's fun, there's drinks, there's music. We have a music concert on the first day. So just creating a marketplace where everybody can come and socialize, you know, and tap into everything that has to do with hospitality. It's not free. It's not free. We have a gate fee of 1,000 naira to come in. Only, yes. But then the children come in for free. The children are going to come into the fair and run around and play for free.
I'd like to just add a little bit to why, because people say, oh, why are you charging? You know, there's so much value we're bringing in this fair. This is not just a bunch of tents and a couple of food vendors stuck together. We are creating so much value for even the children's area. We have this extremely expensive party bus that has all sorts of games. We have a skating rink, and the children are just going to have a blast. The train, the bouncy castle. We have a lounge, okay, for the adults. If you know they want to get out of the sun, they go in there. There's a wine and champagne lounge. Tarragon restaurant, Tarragon Lagos Chef Tian's restaurant is going to be providing free canapes, and we have the dancer side. So those who want